Girl, do you not understand how powerful you are as a woman? Women have so much power. Don't ever let someone tell you that you don't have nothing, you're not worth anything. Hello guys, welcome back to another video. If you don't know me, my name is Ayanna, where I do many different types of content. So, hello. Welcome. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to tap into your feminine energy, how to really tap into your feminine side. So, let's get into this video. Please excuse the noise in the background. The guys are out here cutting the grass or whatever, so sorry. So tip number one so far on to, how to really tap and step into your feminine energy. Tip number one is really knowing your worth. So as a woman, no, I'm stop. But as women, we really need to really know our worth. I know a lot of times, and it's human nature, we tend to seek validation from people. So we might say, oh, I look so ugly. And then someone's going to say, oh my gosh, girl, you're not ugly. Or, we might be like, oh, I'm not really worth anything. And then someone's going to be like, no, girl, you are worth something. Yes, you are worth something, but it shouldn't have to take multiple people to tell you that you are worth something. You have to be able to know your worth. You have to know that you're beautiful. You have to know that you are worth millions of diamonds and all the rings and all the stars. Like, you have to know this. And it's very, very important because I believe that if you don't know your worth, people are going to constantly play you. And it doesn't have to be in relationships that they will play you. It can be in friendships. It could be your jobs. It's easy for people to overstep boundaries, overstep your boundaries. And it's easy for people to just really get off on you when you don't know your worth. When people know that you don't know your worth and you're constantly seeking for that type of validation, if that makes sense, they just get off on you. Just like that. But yes, please know your worth. It is very, very, very important. And I know it's easier said than done. It takes a lot of practice, which this kind of comes in with tip number two. So tip number two deals with practicing self-care and self-love. Now, I know we've all been there and all watched videos on how to love yourself and self-care routines. And then when we think that this is just a bunch of BS, it's not working for us, When it comes to self-care and self-love, at least something that I had to learn, it really is within you. It's something that you really have to figure out yourself. You can watch all the YouTube videos, you can watch your favorite YouTuber, your favorite motivational speaker, or you can read all the self-love, self-help books in order to find your self-love and self-care. And although some of them do tend to help, it for most people, it's not really gonna do much because you can listen to the advice that they're giving you, listen to what they're telling you, even with your friends when they try to help you and give you some advice on how to take care of yourself and self-love, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But it's hold on. So it's really more than that. When it comes to self-care and self-love, you actually have to put in the work. It's not something that, oh, I'm gonna read a book or, oh, I'm gonna watch a YouTube video and boom, I got it like that. No, this is something that you have to consistently practice. I think they said it takes 2 weeks or 30 days, something like that, in order to create a new habit. And, that habit becomes your daily routine. These are one of those things that will become a daily routine once you continuously practice it. So self-care and self-love is a big thing that you will have to stick with, And when it comes to self-care and self-love, it could be you taking the day off and, you're pampering yourself, you're dressing up, you're doing the things that you love, which could be art, dancing. Setting boundaries is a form of self-care and self-love. Not settling for less is a form of self-love. Knowing your worth is a form of self-love. And self-care, taking care of your insides, your outsides, all of those things are very, very, very important. All right, so tip number three on how to really tap into your feminine energy, tap into your feminine side. Now, this one is kind of like a really big one for me. And tip number 3 is release whatever is holding you back from being feminine. And with that being said, or at least expressing your feminine side. And so, like, let me kind of elaborate on that. So, long story short, growing up, everyone has always told me that I have always been feminine. But then when I started, like, getting into relationships or hearing some of the things that the women in my life would tell me about men, like, it made me feel like, how do I put it? It kind of made me feel like I had to be more masculine. I had to be in that masculine side, I guess. Now, hear me out. I never really been a big person on the whole masculinity thing and the whole feminine thing. I'm be honest, because I know you have women that say, "Oh, feminine women don't, use potty mouths and they don't speak loud." I speak loud. I have a potty mouth sometimes. I am not that. Oh, you know, me as a feminine woman, I want to tap into, like, I want to be on, like, tap into my feminine side, but I ain't that, oh, I have to do certain things for a man. I'm not that type of feminine. I'm the type of feminine that's like, yeah, I'm gonna keep it real with you, and yeah, this is how I dress, this is what I wear, this is how I talk. I'm still a woman and I'm still feminine regardless. Okay, anyways, let's get back on track. Anyways, like I was saying, release whatever is holding you back from being feminine. And so, like I was saying earlier before, is some of the women that were in my life, they were always telling me, like, things to, like, what to, like, how, watch out for certain types of men and make sure, you got this and you got that or whatever. And I don't know why, but it made me feel like, it made me aware, but it also made me feel like being masculine. Like, I had to be masculine to some extent because they had to step into their masculine era and they didn't have a chance to be feminine. Like, they didn't have a chance to be soft is what I'm trying to say. So I felt like that I couldn't be soft. I actually made a video on this and I haven't posted yet, but I did mention about how when in my teenage years, and I'm still in my 20s, I'm 25, but in my early 20s I looked at being feminine as weak and soft, and I didn't want anyone to look at me as weak and soft. So I felt like I had to be strong, and that was something that was holding me back from being feminine. When I would hear the men that I was with, or they were like father figures or whatever, some of them would say, or the men in my family, I would say, some of them would say, "Oh, no man's gonna want a woman like you," and and that would hurt me because it's like, I don't know if this is making sense, and I really hope it's making sense, but for some reason it kind of correlates in my brain. It kind of matches up with why I felt like I had to be a little more masculine, even though some people have told me I was never masculine, I was feminine. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope this is making sense, y'all. So if it's not making sense, bear with me. But hold on. But yeah, basically all I was trying to say is that, being soft is what I viewed as like a no-no. And that was holding me back from being feminine. I didn't like any men or any boys, regardless, looking at me like I was weak. So that was holding back. That was holding me back to from wearing dresses, from wearing makeup at times, from having my hair looking pretty. I just didn't want to look too girly. I wanted people to know that, yeah, I'm tough. Like, you can't step on me. Like, oh, my dad and my uncle, they was teaching me how to fight or what to do if a man approached me the wrong way. So, yeah. Yeah. So I hope that made sense, y'all. So, like I said, please bear with me. But I will say there is nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong with being feminine, and there's nothing wrong with being masculine. We just have to learn how to balance the two and find someone, or us find a way to be soft with ourselves. Be soft with yourself. There's nothing wrong with being soft. I promise you that. And that's something I had to tell myself too for a long time. And I still kind of struggle with that. So I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie. But let's move on to the next. All right, and so this is tip number 4, tapping into your feminine energy and your feminine side, which is just dress up. At least for me, when I dress up and I dress up in certain outfits that feel really good, I feel womanly. Like, I feel like I can just step on these hoes. That was that. But no, I just feel good. There's days I look bummy, but I'm not saying that makes me less of a woman or that makes me less womanly. But it's just when I dress up, for the girls that I know, you know. But when I dress up, oh my gosh, I feel like a queen. I feel like a goddess. I feel like all eyes are on me when I walk into the room, and my walk is like na 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 na. Like, that's how I feel. Like, you know, them little footsteps in the Jordan Sparks song. She's like I just feel like all eyes on me. But yes, dress up. Like I don't know. I just feel like when you dress up and the fit just feels right, and like you're finding your style. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I just don't know. It's just something about it where it's like, ooh. And last but not least, which is I think tip number 5, do whatever makes you feel womanly. Do whatever makes you feel feminine. Do whatever makes you feel like a woman. Do whatever makes you feel like a woman. Like I said, it could be dressing up, doing your makeup, doing art, dancing, going to the park. Do your womanly things. Every woman is different on this planet. But I know all of us have like one thing in common. We all have something in common on this planet. Okay? We're all women. Okay? We all want to feel good in our body. We all want to feel beautiful. We all want to feel, or at least be in our soft era. We all want to feel soft with ourselves and gentle. But do whatever makes you feel womanly. Be happy in your body. Know that you are worth something, and don't ever let anyone tell you that you are not worth anything because you are a woman. You are a woman. Whatever you believe in, God, goddesses, spirit, whatever, they brought you on this planet. You was born, you was meant to be on this planet, to be free, to feel good. Like, girl, do you not understand how powerful you are as a woman? Women have so much power. Don't ever let someone tell you that you don't have nothing, you're not worth anything. You're a certain age, you're not worth nothing. All you were meant to do was, birth babies and get married. Like, no. You there is more to you than what you can see. There is so much more. I promise you. But yes, do whatever that makes you feel womanly. And every woman is different, like I said. But that does not make you less of a woman. I know this video was supposed to be about tapping into your feminine and energy side, but I don't know. I just felt like there was a message coming through and I had to get it out. So hopefully this video has helped some of you, and I hope to see you guys on another video. Bye.